In this video, I'm going to share with you a simple, easy to use mobile strategy that you can use across all markets. This strategy utilizes 4 free indicators which I'm going to take you through in just a second. It works well on all time frames, but for better results, I recommend the H1. So with that being said, let's head straight into the video. But before we do so, don't forget to subscribe, comment or like, because it helps out our team continue producing great content for you guys. Guys, we fire up our trading platform or our mobile trading platform. This is how it looks like after firing it up. So now the second thing is to fire up our first indicator, which we call the RSI. We shall go onto the indicator tab right here. Then we select it, then head onto the main chart. We shall scroll through and select the RSI right here. So these are the settings of the RSI. We shall head onto the perimeters, then change it to 1. Then we apply it to close. Then the style at 4. Then we head onto the levels. We shall add our first level, which is the 90 level, the 91 level, then the 90 level, then the 80 level, then the 20, 10 and 9 levels. Then after doing that, we head back, select save. Then we head on to the chart. This is how the RSI looks like on the charts. Then we shall load our second indicator, which we call the MACD. We shall load it right onto the RSI. So still we head on to the indicator tab right here, select the indicator window right here. Then we add the MACD. So guys, these are the settings of the MACD. We shall change the fast moving average to 16. Then we change the slow moving average to 30. Then the slow moving average 13. Then apply to close. We change the main chart to white since we shall not be needing that. Then we keep the signal line at red. Then we press save. Then we head right back onto the charts. So this is how our charts look like after adding the MACD onto the RSI. As you can see, this red line is the MACD. Now we are going to add our third indicator, which we call the moving average. Still, we shall head onto the indicator tab, add the moving average still to the indicator window. We select right here, then we select the moving average. Then the settings of the moving average, we shall change the period to 1, then the shift at 0, then the method we change it to linear weight, then apply it to the previous indicator's data, then we change the style to black. Then we press save. So let's head back onto the charts. This is how our RSI will be looking like after adding our moving average. So now we are going to add our last indicator, which we call the 8 exponential moving average or the T line. This time round we are adding the moving average to the main chart, not the indicator window. So we shall select the main chart right here, then head onto the indicator list, then look for moving average. We shall change the period to 8. Since this is the 8 exponential moving average, we keep the method at exponential, then we apply it to typical price, then we change the style to blue, then press save. This is how our charts will be looking like after adding all the indicators. As you can see, the charts are clean, they are simple, there are few indicators and they are easy to understand. So now the key question is, how do we trade using these indicators? Very simple and easy. Alright guys, let's take a look at our first example, which will be a buy trade, and this is the Euro USD chart. You remember we say this strategy works on all time frames. In this scenario, we shall be using the H1 time frame. So guys, for us to take a buy trade, 4 conditions have to be met. The first condition is we wait for a black line to touch the 10 level on the RSI. As you can see right here, the black line touched the 10 level on the RSI, meaning our first condition has been met. The second condition is we wait for the black line to cross the red line when it's below the 20 level. As you can see, it happened right here. The black line crossed the red line when it's below the 20 level. Then the third condition is we wait for the black line to close above the 20 level. As you can see right here, the black line closed above the 20 level. Then the fourth condition is we wait for prices to close above the T line, which is the blue line on our main chart. As you can see right here, prices closed above the T line. So meaning all our 4 conditions have been met. But wait, we don't enter the trade right here. So we move around the chart to see whether this zone is repainting. We move the chart around to see whether the level is solid. If these lines are not moving away from the zones, meaning that is a solid level. So we simply place our entry right here, our stop loss below the low, and we target a 1 to 3. As you can see, the trade worked well. Guys, don't forget to move the chart around to see whether the level is solid. If this level is leaving the 10 level, then it means that point is not solid, so we pass on the trade. So guys, let's now look at our second example. Still, it will be a buy trade, and this is the GDP USD chart, and it's an H1 chart. As we can see, the black line tested the 10 level, meaning our first condition has been met. Then we saw the black line crossing above the red level, meaning our second condition has been met. The third condition is the black line should cross above the 20 level, which happened right here, meaning our third condition has been met. Then the fourth condition is we wait for prices to close above the T line. As you can see, prices closed above the T line, but it should be noted that the candle that closes above the T line, it should be small enough to give us good risk reward. If the candle is too big, it will not give us good risk reward. If the candle is relatively small, it will give us a good risk reward. So guys, prices closed above the T line. Then we should move the chart around to see whether this level is solid. As you can see, the black line is not leaving the 10 level, meaning the indicator is not repainting. So we simply place our entry right here, our stop loss below the low, and we target a 1 to 3. As you can see, prices took off like crazy. The trade worked out well. Guys, let's look at our last example, which will be a sell trade. This is the USD JPY, and this is the H1 time frame, and we are taking a look at sell trade. For us to take a sell trade, still 4 conditions have to be met. The first condition is the black line must have tested the 90 level, which happened right here. Then the second condition, the black line should cross the red level, and this happened right here. Then the third condition is we wait for the black line to close below the 80 level, which happened right here. Then the fourth condition is we wait for prices to close below the T line, which happened right here, meaning all our 4 conditions have been met. Then we should move the chart around to see whether this level is solid. As you can see, the black line is not leaving the 90 level, meaning that zone is solid. So we simply place our entry right here, our stop loss above the high. Then we target a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3. As you can see, the trade worked out well. Guys, it's important to note, in order to increase the win rate of this strategy, it's better to take trades at the beginning or the end of the trend. That will increase the win rate of this strategy, hence allowing you to make more money. So guys, go ahead to backtest this strategy. Tell me what you think about it. I think that will be it. See you in the next one. As always, invest safe.